Lonato del Garda is a town and comune in the province of Brescia in Lombardy, Italy. Lonato is located in the middle of northern Italy, about halfway between Milan and Venice, on the southwest shore of Lake Garda, the biggest lake in Italy. Neighbouring communes are Castiglione del Stiviere, Desenzano del Garda, Calcinato, Bedizzole, Calvagese della Riviera, Padenghe sul Garda, Pozzolengo, Montichiari, Solferino. The town is a holiday destination due to its scenic lakeside location about 5 kilometres from the lake, and its numerous historical and artistic monuments and museums, prehistoric sites, Roman ruins, medieval castle, Baroque churches and modern museums. History. The town lies on the landscape of Morenic Hill, on the southwest side of Lake Garda. Here the first human settlements appeared in the Bronze Age on pile dwellings, as testified by archaeological findings in the areas of Palada and Lavagnone. The name Lonato is believed from some scholars to derive from the Celtic term Lona, meaning little lake. In the Imperial Roman time, Lonato was crossed by the Basilica Aemilia Way, which used to connect Gallia with Aquileia. Roman ruins were found in the area of Monte Mario and Pozzo. The town was destroyed in the year 909 by the Hungarians, after which a new castle was built and the town fortified. In the following centuries Lonato was destroyed and rebuilt various times. In 1512 King Louis XII of France established his headquarters here when he invaded Italy. In 1516 Lonato became part of the Venetian Republic, until Napoleon arrived in 1796, when he fought and beat the Austrians during the First Italian Campaign. In 1859 the town was part of the Italian kingdom. During World War I the Basso Garda defensive line was built, while in World War II it was a training centre for the ex-Mas. The coat of arms is a lion rampant turned on the left side, with 2 golden keys grasped by the front legs. In 1509 King Louis XII of France granted to Lonato the honour to enrich the coat of arms with the 3 lilies of France, in gratitude for the favours that Lonato's community offered him. Lonato received the honorary title of city with a presidential decree on November 21, 1996. Main sites. In the center of the town there is the castle, called the Rocca of Lonato, which is about 1,000 years old, with an ornithological museum. The House of the Podesta with a library, which has about 52,000 ancient books. About 10,000 visitors a year go to these sites, which are run by the Foundation Ugo da Como. Around the main square, called Piazza Martiri della Libertà, there is the town hall, the Venetian column, the Cathedral of San Giovanni Battista, and the civic tower. Outside the center of town there are Roman ruins of Fornaci, the Abbazia di Magazzano, Druglo Castle, the churches of Madonna di San Martino, San Cipriano, and Pieve di San Zeno. The House of the Podesta was built in the second half of the 15th century as seat of the representative of Venetian Republic, who controlled the region for more than 350 years. Only briefly was Lonato under Mantuan rule under Francesco II Gonzaga, Marquis of Mantua. After Napoleon Bonaparte granted Venetian domains to the Austrians, the Podesta was used by Austrians as a barracks, and then to the commune of Lonato, under whom it fell into disrepair. The building was auctioned in public in 1906, and bought by Ugo da Como and his wife Maria Glisanti, who, conscious of the historical importance, called the architect Tagliaferri to restore it, as was fashionable in his time. They furnished the house, and today the extensive collections, including the library, 405 incunabola, 470 manuscripts and rare illuminated codes, parchments and prints. It also contains one of the smallest books in the world, 15 by 9 mm, letters, which reproduces the letter by Galileo Galilei to Cristina di Lorena. In addition, it holds manuscripts letters by Ugo Foscolo to his love Ammazia Martinengo, written in 1807 to 1809. The Rocca of Lonato surmounts a hill dominating the southern side of Lake Garda. The southern slope shelters the historical center of Lonato, the limits of which today borders the Padana lowlands. The fortification may be considered one of the most important in Lombardy. Its irregular form reveals a central structure almost 180 meters in length and approximately 45 meters in width. It is composed of two structures at different levels, the rocca in the upper part and, lower down, what is called the general quarters. Despite the long domination by the Visconti and Calvagese families, the walled embankment, built in large morainic rocks, carries 12 merlons. In all probability, Lonato's castle was first built around the year 1000 when fortifications were raised around the area against the invasion of the barbarians. Its architectural design closely follows the standards of the 15th and 16th centuries when it was rebuilt by the Visconti family of Milan, after passing from the Gonzaga domination to Venice, then back to the Gonzaga and again to Venice. The castle passed to the Austrian Empire and finally to private hands. The military base was demolished and the internal and external surface was transformed into agricultural land. In 1912 the castle was declared a national monument. It was bought by Senator Ugo da Como in 1920, who partly restored it, and since 1996 it houses the Museo Civico Ornitologico, conferences, weddings and theatral shows. The Museo Civico Ornitologico is located inside the castle and contains more than 700 specimens. The species represented are from the area of Lake Garda but also of exotic origin, together with specimens with rarities, unique characteristics, plumage anomalous. The Duomo of San Giovanni Battista dates from the 19th century. It is an example of Baroque architecture, designed by the Lonato architect Paolo Sorattini and built during the second half of the 18th century. Its balanced cupola and facade soberly decorated with marble are the basilica's most notable points. The magnificent Baroque interior is enriched with frescoes and altarpieces by Venetian artists such as Antonio Balestrina and Giambettino Signoroli. The civic tower is 55 meters high and it has a clock of the 1773 with very interesting counterbalance mechanism. Fornaci Romane is a Roman site south of Lonato in Gorgi. 6 Roman brickworks were recently found and restored. The brickworks have circular shape with a firing chamber built using a technique with casts of pebbles stuck together with mortar. The ruin seems to indicate that this location was an important industrial center between the 1st and 2nd century AD. Municipal administration. Since 1996 the mayor of Lonato is directly elected by the population and the election occurs without ballot because the commune hasn't a population higher than 15,000 inhabitants. The City Council of Lonato has 20 members. The current mayor of Lonato is Mario Bocchio, elected for the first time in 2005 and re-elected on the 30th of March 2010 with the 56% of the votes. Fairs and markets. Mercantico, antiquity market, every third week of the month, in the center of the town. Local market, every Thursday morning, in the center of the town. Town Fair, Fiera di Lonato's January 17th. Transportation. By car, A4 motorway, take Desenzano exit from the A22 motorway. In northern Verona take the direction Brescia-Milano, and exit at Desenzano del Garda by airplane. The closest airports are in order: Brescia Airport, Orio al Serio International Airport, Villafranca Verona Airport, Milan Malpensa International Airport, Milan Linate Airport. Notable residents: Vittorio Barzoni, Luigi Sarabottani, Reginald Pole, Paolo Soratini, Camillo Torello agronomist, Roberto Vecchioni,